The girl wanted to make Mark fall in love with her, so she decided to cosplay the comic character he liked. But the outfit of that character seemed a little bold. Still, as long as it was something Mark liked, she was willing to try it. Mark was a hardcore anime fan. He did not like real-life girls. The only one he liked was a fictional character named Lilial. The entire club room was filled with posters and figures of her, since the senior members had already graduated. The whole manga club now only had Mark left. As long as he stayed here, he would never run into girls in real life.
してもいいですか？
ああ、三次元女子。
1年の天野リリサと言います。
Mark was so shocked that he stepped back repeatedly. After all, this place was a territory for men. Girls would only disturb his peace, so Mark planned to find some excuse to make the girl leave. But Lisa became very interested in the figures in the cabinet, and could not help reaching out to touch them. Mark showed a scary smile to try to scare her away, but instead she became even more excited. She even said that the underwear style of the figure was not perfect. Adding lace would make it much better. Mark was stunned by those words. For a moment it felt like he had found a soulmate, but then he shook his head again. Deep down he still could not accept real girls. Mark was very curious. How could a girl be interested in such things? At that moment Lisa said, her love for Lilial was no less than anyone else. Hearing that, Mark immediately became unhappy, because in his mind, a character like that was something that only existed in the fantasies of boys. He did not believe girls could understand that charm, but in reality Lisa understood everything. She had even done special research about that character. At one point she had even wanted to become that character. Suddenly Lisa saw something on the computer screen. She excitedly ran over, and accurately stated all the information about the video. With their shared interest, the two of them started watching the anime together. When the exciting scene came, they even shouted out loud at the same time. Realizing how awkward that was, the two looked at each other, both feeling a little embarrassed. At that moment Lisa wanted to discuss something with Mark. She took out several exciting discs from her bag. These were all part of her personal collection. One day she wanted to wear the costumes of those characters, and create her own collection of works. Lisa once thought it was strange for a girl to like these things, until she visited 15 event areas. It felt as if a completely new world had opened up for her, so Lisa wanted Mark to help take photos of her. Normally people would find professional photographers online, but Lisa felt that strangers were too dangerous. After thinking carefully for a while, Mark finally decided to let Lisa stay. However, Mark never expected that Lisa suddenly began taking off her clothes. Then she changed into the costume she had already prepared. Finally she put on colored contact lenses and a wig. In an instant it was like she had become a completely different person. When Mark turned around, Mark felt like he had taken 10,000 points of damage. His fictional anime wife seemed to have come to life. For a moment he could not believe it was real. Just when Mark finally calmed down, Lisa suddenly lifted her short skirt for him to see. She said that underwear was also part of the costume. As she spoke she perfectly recreated the character's pose. Mark was so overwhelmed that he fainted on the spot.
思います。